All right, so for the last week, maybe week and a half, I've been playing a lot of Anime Fighting Simulator X. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't usually cover anime games on the channel, but this game reminds me so much of Superpower Training Simulator, which is really one of the very first games that I ever played on Roblox back in 2018 that I've kind of been hooked. And to be honest, it's led me to watch potentially some of these animes just so I can really get a general idea on what's going on as far as like the backstory of everything. But yesterday they went ahead and released update number 3 for this game, which introduced a bunch of new things, brand new area, new boss, as well as some new champions, and just a lot of really cool things. And I figured this would be a perfect time for me to go ahead and make a video, show it to you guys, see if you're interested in it, because I have a lot of videos that I would love to do. One of those being me potentially taking out the overhaul boss 100 times. I feel like that'd be really interesting just to kind of get a general idea on what kind of rewards we'll get from that. Right now I'm sitting at 58 shards, and a couple of my other friends, which are also staff members of my Discord server, being Locks, Dusty. We also have Dusty's brother, which is Smokey. We have Jimmy as well. Like, a bunch of people have been playing this with me, and to be honest, I might not even be introducing you to this game because it seems like a lot of you guys also play this, considering you've been kind of joining me. But anyways, let's give you guys the quick rundown on the game. So it's rather simple. There's a bunch of different abilities, or I guess different kind of things that you can train. More specifically, there's strength, durability, chakra, sword, as well as speed. Again, very, very similar to Superpower Training Simulator, as well as all those other games that are kind of in this same genre. Now, in my case, I am somewhat of a chakra main, but not really, because technically right now my sword is higher. But that's mainly because I spent a lot of time just kind of standing around, so I'll usually go ahead and pull out my sword to work on this. But the main goal is to be a chakra main. But let's talk about update 3, which is the most recent one that was released yesterday. To my left-hand side, or I guess from the actual camera's point of view, to my right-hand side, you will see the brand new adventures. I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of like a hit or miss type of thing. You can kind of like take a free-to-play approach with this, where you can get stat boost, yen, chikara, and like a bunch of different things, but it's really not that efficient. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm going to be getting really good results when I'm done with this. But from what I've seen that other people have gotten that potentially used it yesterday, doesn't really seem like it's worth it, to be honest. Now, aside from that, there was some new champions that were added. Currently, I'm using really Mata, or Mata, however you pronounce that, as pretty much like my main champion. Before, I was using Whitebeard, but currently there's this a bug in the game, or like some brand new feature. I don't exactly know, because it's a little confusing. Some people say that it's a bug, but other people say that it's intentional. But basically, there is like out of combat passive healing now. If I open up my inventory here and go into accessories, the Kyubi or Kyobi hat that I'm kind of using right now does give me a passive heal of 5% HP every 5 seconds. So obviously, in the case that I am using Quake, I would go ahead and put on the overhaul mask, so that way I'm not getting passive healing. Problem with this is that the kind of meta to like AFK farm Stain to be able to get Eerie Shards was to basically drop down your HP to under 25%, and then basically using Rosin Shuriken, as well as like potentially God's Wrath, or maybe even Solar Flare, assuming your chakra is maybe like under, I don't know, I want to say like level 140 or something like that, then you would have to mix those other ones. But Rosin Shuriken was able to one-shot it if you were under 25% health. Because of this whole new introduction of passive healing outside of combat, it's practically impossible to stay under 25% health without receiving healing out of literally thin air. So that's probably like one of the only unfortunate things about this update. Speaking in the topic of kind of like brand new champions, as well as maybe changes that have gotten, there is currently a brand new mythic, which is Kenjuro. He's, I mean, you know, all right, I guess. I personally haven't played around too much with him, so I can't really give my opinion here, but these are basically the stats that he has. As a chakra main, I don't really think he will be beneficial to me in any type of way. But aside from that, I also think that there is Euro or Yoru that was added in. That is a secret. I unfortunately have not been able to get a single secret at all, so I can't really show you guys that. But we can go ahead and move on to the brand new island. Down over here in between the volcano one as well as the Yakuza island, this whole entire brand new kind of like, I guess, end game section, because if you notice, all of the skills that are here, or the training areas, are like for 100 trillion or for 1 quadrillion, and then you know, the poor bead skill that's like just super behind at 100 million. And again, go easy on me here, but if I'm not mistaken, this area is kind of like a Demon Slayer theme. I have watched Demon Slayer, so I can kind of relate to this, and I could sort of give my opinion, but I think it looks great, to be honest. So just to give you guys a little bit of a reference, here is the kind of like quest giver for this zone. Then you have the bus stop teleporter, which is right here. If I jump off of my mount and we stand right in front of the bus stop, drop all the way down here, this is the area where you're going to go ahead and farm for the brand new boss. Like I mentioned before, Stain previously to update number 3 was kind of the one that everybody AFK farmed so that they were able to get Eerie Shards, so that way you could go ahead and summon the overhaul boss. For update 3, the new boss, I believe, is called Gyutaro. I don't exactly know how to pronounce that one, but basically this little guy right here, I'm going to AFK farm this because, to my knowledge, he is the one, being obviously the upper rank demon, that has the highest probability of giving you Daki ribbons. Now, the combo that I personally use is Rosin Shuriken as well as Firefly. It works out perfectly for me, and it makes it really, really easy for me to AFK this. I just go ahead, drop Rosin Shuriken there, and then as soon as he comes towards me, drop Firefly, and that's pretty much it. Except that I obviously don't have Hollow on, so that's the reason why I didn't do enough damage. So like I was saying, stand right here, drop Rosin Shuriken right on him. He's going to start coming back towards me, hit him with Firefly, and that's it. I just go ahead and keep doing that over and over again, rinse and repeat. And eventually, if you're lucky enough, you'll go ahead and get yourself a Daki ribbon. At least I believe that's how it's pronounced. So this is extremely easy for me to go ahead and kind of like AFK farm. I just literally set this up as a macro on my mouse. Shout out to Logitech, and they're not sponsoring me, but man, does it save me having to go ahead and download like third-party programs like OP Auto Clicker, or I think what was the other one? I think it's called Tiny Task. This is just basically a lifesaver, and I wish I could get a ribbon right now so I can show you guys what that looks like. So far, I've only been able to get one of them because I haven't actually AFK farmed this, but I'm excited, man, because if you guys actually do enjoy this and you want to see some more videos on this, I will probably be able to bring you guys a couple of fights tomorrow, because again, I am planning on AFKing this tonight. I'm going to try and take this out a couple of times here to see if we get lucky and get a ribbon so I can summon the boss and show it to you guys. Literally, as I'm in the middle of saying that, I get a ribbon. So there we go, Daki ribbon. So I just went ahead and told all of my friends inside of here to go ahead and follow me so we can go ahead and take care of the boss. But just to give you guys a quick idea on where this boss is going to be located once you do get yourself a ribbon. So again, here is the upper rank demon. There's the entrance. Just go ahead and walk back to the entrance, make a left, and inside of this cave is where you're going to find the brand new boss. I'm going to be honest, this boss fight is extremely easy compared to even Overhaul. So it's literally as simple as opening up your inventory, go to materials, grab your ribbon, click on it, press use, and it will spawn Gyutaro. At least I think that's how you pronounce his name. 58,000 HP. He's going to kind of be, I guess, sleeping, which that's like what he's doing right now, oddly enough. But there we go. We woke him up. 350k once he's been awoken from his sleep. And to be honest, this is, I mean, for me at least, it's a fairly easy fight. Both me and Lox are basically chakra mains. I know there's some people out there that are like way stronger. If anything, I'm probably one of the weakest ones whenever I go into like public servers. So I guess it's safe to say that if I'm able to do this fight, just about anybody is. Now let's see if for the sake of video purposes, we're able to get something really crazy. That would be honestly amazing if we can. Here's the moment of truth. We did not get anything good, sadly, and neither did Lox. He said this dude almost one-shot me. But yeah, so this is the brand new boss as well as the area. Now, if we go ahead and come back to the bus stop here and we kind of fly just straight over this entire area. So right through the middle, fly right over here. All the way back here, you're going to find the brand new techniques. So the best one, based off of rarity inside of this kind of like capsule here, is the thunder breathing. So these are, I believe, called breathing techniques. I've opened a bunch of these and I've only been able to get the flame breathing. I haven't gotten lucky enough to get my hands on the thunder one. It'd be pretty cool if we were able to get it right now on recording. But the likelihood of that happening is probably slim to none. So yeah, I just spent like a bunch and I still didn't get it. But like I mentioned before, I do have the flame breathing one, which is the second best one based off of rarity. I went ahead and kind of leveled this up almost to max. It's currently level 46, max being level 60. And I mean, it's decent, but like, it's not amazing. I don't exactly know how a lot of people feel about this because I haven't really been reading the Discord on the game too much. But as far as like my friend group that plays this, nobody really likes it. I guess maybe we're using it incorrectly. I'm sure that there's some type of a champion or like accessory combo that you can do that actually makes it really, really viable. So if you guys have any information on that, please let me know in the comments. It would really help out a lot. And honestly, I guess I'm going to take this opportunity right now, since we've kind of more or less covered a lot of the things, at least for like the main stuff for this update. I'm very much a noob still in this game. So if you guys have any types of tips or anything, please feel free to let me know in the comments. And I'm actually considering on buying another VIP server or private server, so that way I can go ahead and post the link at the very top of the comments. And you guys can feel free to jump in there, do some training, whatever it is that you guys want to do. I will go ahead and hop in there every so often so that you can go ahead and potentially teach me some of your tricks, because I definitely know that there's some good stuff that people are kind of keeping secret right now. A little off topic, but I actually haven't done the quest for this area, so I wonder how much the reward in yen is for the upper rank demon. 25,000. That's actually really good, dude. What? With a yen boost on 50k? It's kind of sick. Look at that. I already completed it. Doing this with 2 people would make it even better. So yeah, that's a pretty good one, man. And it's not even as far of a distance as it is when you do it with Stain. I'm actually going to have to do this farm for a little bit, because just to give you guys a quick look, I don't really have the best multipliers. I know I'm fairly new to this. I've only been playing for about a week and a half. And honestly, I've been trying my best because, I don't know, man, it just seems like a lot of people know a lot of little secrets that I'm just not aware of. But again, I really just wanted to take this opportunity to show you guys kind of like the surface of the entire brand new update 3. A couple of other things that I didn't mention was there is 2 brand new swords. I haven't been able to go ahead and get my hands on them because, well, if I open up my quest menu here, not only have I not gotten my hands on the new sword because I'm still a little behind, or I guess a lot behind, I'm not even 50% there, but I also have not gotten the 3 question mark kind of like transformation, I think that's what they call it. So I need to get to that, man. I have chakra and sword completed, but durability as well as strength, I am lacking right now, dude. Really looking forward to reading the comments. If you guys are interested in that private server, let me know in the comments as well. But I think that's overall going to do it for this video. Be expecting some more, man, because I'm having a lot of fun on this game. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this one. Like always, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.